Yeah. Today, 1st of July, year 2008, on Tuesday. So our retreat going on 4 days already. Really, we put out effort. Majority clear about instruction. Because today we interview, yesterday all the male yogi, today all the female yogi, we interview, we ask, you know, majority are first 1 or 2 days a little bit not very stable mind. Second day, third day, today should be quite stable already. Stable means concentration, mindfulness, or is stronger has become. That is what we can see our improvement. Really, if you observe, control your mind, put effort, see the object clear, that it surely we can get concentration and mindfulness. Really, if we can get the concentration and mindfulness, we can know, we can understand. That is wisdom. The technique is we observe the object, surely we must note. Without noting, if you go on, just observe like that. For a while, you can observe. Even though you are giving the label and noting, sometimes also for a while after we forget. How difficult. So, without noting, very difficult to observe. That's why don't be lazy, note. Give the label, keep on observing, noting. The longer we can build up, the stronger concentration. The stronger concentration we build up, the clearer we can see, we can know, we can understand.
Hari ini tanggal 1 Juli, jadi kita di sini retreat sudah 4 hari. Saya tahu hari ini menginterview yogi wanita dan menyimpulkan kebanyakan dari para yogi dapat mengerti instruksi yang diberikan. Dalam 1-2 hari pertama memang pikiran belum cukup stabil, tapi menurut saya di hari ketiga dan keempat pikiran sudah mulai agak stabil sehingga sudah agak mudah untuk dikendalikan. Nah di sini saya mengulang untuk tetap memberikan usaha yang benar-benar, usaha yang sungguh-sungguh dan kuat untuk melihat objek, ya dalam hal ini objek kalau meditasi duduk ya kembang kempis perut, supaya objek itu menjadi jelas. Dan untuk itu kita membutuhkan konsentrasi dan perhatian penuh. Dengan kedua faktor ini kita bisa melihat dengan jelas objeknya, dan kemudian kita bisa mendapatkan pemahaman atas fenomena yang terjadi. Teknik ini adalah teknik memperhatikan objek, lalu mengetahuinya atau memahaminya, dan kemudian dengan setelah pemahaman itu kita dapat mengerti, lalu didapatlah satu kebijaksanaan. Dan sementara kita melakukan pencatatan terus-menerus, itu adalah hal yang penting, karena tanpa pencatatan kita tidak bisa mempunyai satu konsentrasi yang baik, dan karena tidak mempunyai konsentrasi yang baik maka kita melihat objeknya itu tidak bisa jelas, dan kalau tidak bisa jelas berarti kita tidak bisa mengetahui dengan sesungguhnya objek itu seperti apa, dan kemudian kalau mengetahuinya saja tidak bisa, bagaimana kita bisa mendapatkan pemahaman dari objek tersebut.
To see the true nature of our phenomena is very difficult. Without mindfulness, difficult to get clear comprehension. Sometimes our yogi practicing, keep on practicing, the weather also help cool, your concentration will be strong. If without laboring, concentration can get stronger and flow on the object, we cannot get clear the object. Become blur, some sort of like that. That is very important. Concentration can be over. And some yogi here, a few yogis I saw, their concentration is very good, but lack of the mindfulness. If lack of the mindfulness, you are not clear about that. If not clear, become blur. You flow on the object, that is, cannot get understanding and clear comprehension. Wasted time. That's why we have to knock the object. That is, the technique of knocking the object is laboring. Note. If you note, one time you note, second time you note, third time you labor. Your object is, even though initially not very clear, be patient. Slowly, it will be clearer. It's become like that. Then we can see the true nature.
Jadi untuk melihat fenomena sejati di dalam diri kita itu memang sulit. Jika tanpa perhatian penuh, kita tidak dapat memahami secara menyeluruh. Yogi yang tidak melakukan pencatatan dengan konsentrasi yang cukup baik, melihat objeknya itu samar-samar. Jadi kalau samar-samar ya berarti objek yang diamatinya itu tidak akan menjadi jelas begitu. Dari hasil interview saya menyimpulkan beberapa yogi itu mempunyai konsentrasi yang dikatakan baik, tetapi perhatian penuhnya itu kurang. Jadi objek yang diamati juga
Yeah. Today is 2nd July year 2008 on Wednesday. 5th day already. Half of retreats. Because 10 day is really head and tail cut off. At the middle only 8 day plus. Now 5th day. How is the progress of our yogis? Now a few times interview, we can see some yogi progress quite fast. Some yogi quite as a middle stage. Some yogi still not very clear yet. That is depend on how you strive. Totally, we are very sure you all are. Morality side sila is very pure. Because every night we renew, reflects our 8 precepts, right? 8 precepts, even though a little bit here and there, even though not broken, it is not very pure. Also, we reflect again, it's pure again. The morality side is we, no doubt, very pure. Every day also we, after a precept, we wish Idan me silan mega pala nyanasa pacayo hotu Idan me punya Nibbanasa pacayo hotu. We wish mega pala. Also a little bit need to understand what is a mega and pala. Mega and pala, even though we wish every day, sometimes we are not very clear, right? What is mega and pala? Mega and pala is really, we can say, our mind. It is a kind of consciousness. Citta. That mind can experience, we cannot say can see, can attain, can experience of Nibbana. That only that mind can experience of Nibbana. Like that. Let's say, I can experience of the visible object. Ear consciousness, no? Hearing consciousness can experience of sound object. Smelling consciousness can experience of smell. Tasting consciousness can experience of taste. Right? Body consciousness, we can experience tangible object. Touching object lah, we can say. Mind is from mind door, we say vinyana. From our mind can experience what? They say Dhamma object. Dhamma object is all our Dhamma object. Whatever notable thing is the Dhamma object. Notable. The object which can know whatever is Dhamma object, or they can say. Nibbana is one of the Dharma object we can experience with our mind. That mind, to get that mind is simply cannot get. Only one way they give. Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo, right? No other way. Only this Satipatthana Vipassana way. Because your time is very short. Now, please don't analyze and thinking. We need to take the experience. Don't waste the time. Now half of retreat is finished already. The time is limited. Without the retreats, when discussing time, we can analyze, we can criticize until clear of what we want to know. Now in the retreats, please take the experience. Please don't think and don't analyze and criticize. If the more you analyze and criticize, the more you be confused, because nobody guide you when you analyzing time. You alone, you sitting, you thinking. Nobody know. You analyze yourself. No guideline. Want to analyze, criticize of one subject, there is a guideline. We can analyze, we can criticize, we can understand very clearly about our Buddha Dharma. Our Buddha Dharma is not blind believing. We have. Really, if you study on there, have to study more than 10 years. But just analyzing which corner is all our Buddhas get very clear understanding and clear comprehension. We have. Please, confidence on the way which we go. If no confidence, thinking here, thinking that it is correct or not, maybe wrong or maybe right, or you still blah. You cannot get the solution. You cannot get the answer. I give very obvious example. Natural thing is we need to take the experience. By thinking, difficult to understand. Now we are want to see as a natural. In the other side, the Buddha say all correct one they have. But now we take the experience. You have no time to learn. You all, right? Only 10 days. The Buddha preached all the Dhammas 45 years. That's why, instead of analyzing and thinking, please take the experience. The example what I give is chili, very hot. You thinking and analyzing of how hot that chili is. About 100 years you thinking, you cannot understand one. You take the experience, you take that chili, put on your thumb, straight away, no need to think, you can realize, oh, chili is like that. That is experience knowledge. Don't ask why chili is hot. That is natural. Nobody give the answer to you. Chili is naturally is hot. That is, we take the experience, it is hot. So you think, at the same as what my teacher said. Don't think who put the water in the coconut. That is natural. The coconut. 3rd July, year 2008. Our retreat nearly 1 week already. Today is 6th day, right? So nearly 1 week our yogi practicing, putting efforts, cultivate mindfulness, concentration, try to understand about the true nature. Now in interview, quite a number of the yogi can see the true nature, can get experience, right? So today, majority, the female yogi is quite satisfied. They are practicing. So still we have 3-4 days. So please don't be reduced, don't be decreased, have to increase the progress. The laziness lah, lose some sort of restless lah, sleepiness lah, these kinds of hindrances, our enemies, just come in, thinking lah, analyzing lah, all the thing is our enemies. Now, for me, the time of taking the experience, don't think, don't wonder. I have to get own experience in true nature. That's why accept whatever come. Accept, follow, see, study. We can understand. Vipassanarists cannot get solution by thinking, imaging, reading, listening. Only we can get by experience. That is. If you want to analyze, you want to criticize, after a retreat, whatever cannot understand, we can study, we can analyze, we can criticize, can make the discussion, no problem. Maybe end of the retreat is we can make a question and answer also. You can ask. During the retreat time, the most important thing is to get continuously, as your word is catat, note, observe, don't be gap. If your mind thinking already, you cannot note already here, restless already, slop and torpor also. That's why important thing is respectfully, mindfully, carefully, putting energetic effort, continuously observe. Then you will satisfy your practicing. Otherwise, you think here, think there, you are restless. After restless, a lot of unnecessary enemies come and disturb to you. Not come from outside one, come from your mind. By your thinking. Then you bored na, unsatisfied na, lose the faith na, all the things. That's why keep on. Don't follow our mind desire. I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to see light, I want to make. A lot of you want to do, you put your own suggestion, that is you cannot find out the true nature. We want to study whatever it is happening as they are. Very important. the most important, right? The most important thing is we must know what is happening. What are you doing? What it is happening? We have to do all the whole day something to do na? Sitting also doing, standing, walking, eating, changing the clothes, go to toilet until sleep. Also when you sleep, you have to aware I am sleeping. Sleeping is sleeping. When you sleep already, the relax, all the thinking come out, go here and there. No. When you sleep, sleeping. For why only? Finish already. One day. When you sleep, no, you sleep already. When you wake up, very clear of your mind by noting is wake up one. Because continuously, when you aware, wake up, maybe you make you have some sort of alarm clock, ring. So aware, hearing, awareing. So the time up already. Want to get up. Get up. Start like that. Very good concentration can build up the whole day non-stop. Can get very great benefits. Can see more and more, understand more and more. Don't follow the desire. I want to do that. I want to see that. I want to make like that. No. Whatever it is. Simple instruction is we give already. Sitting time we have to do. Walking time we have to do. Right? Daily activities, what are we doing? Just give the label and note. That is very simple. Then we can learn from that true nature of our phenomena. We can understand about ourselves, our life. The most important thing is whatever we are doing, we must know. Don't forget. If you not forget, you have mindfulness. If you forget, no mindfulness. The day I already told the characteristic and function of the mindfulness. So if you have mindfulness, never forget one. Whatever seeing is very clear. It become like that. Have to try our best.
Hari ini tanggal 3 Juli tahun 2008, retret kita hampir 1 minggu sudah. Yogi berlatih usaha menanamkan konsentrasi dan perhatian penuh untuk mendapatkan kebenaran alami yang ada di diri kita. Beberapa yogi bisa lihat kebenaran-kebenaran alami yang dialaminya. Kebanyakan yogi wanita dalam interviewnya itu menunjukkan hasil yang memuaskan. Masih ada 3-4 hari lagi, jadi jangan kurangi progres, malahan progres harus ditambah. Kemalasan, kegelisahan, ngantuk, rintangan batin, ini musuh kita. Juga berpikir. Bagi saya, waktunya untuk pengalaman, jangan berpikir. Saya harus terima pengalaman kebenaran alami. Maka akan mengerti vipassana. Tidak bisa dengan cara berpikir.
Today is 4th July, year 2008. 1 week already. Our retreat. Next a few days, we can see our benefits. Tonight, a little bit want to talk about Vijja and Charana. Vijja is knowing. Charana is practicing.
Hari ini tanggal 4 Juli, 1 minggu sudah retreat kita. Beberapa hari ke depan kita bisa melihat keuntungan-keuntungan yang kita dapatkan. Malam ini kita bicarakan mengenai Vijja dan Charana. Vijja yaitu mengetahui, Charana yaitu latihan.
You all heard about this Vijja Charana Sampanno. Where? In the Buddha's virtue. Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Sama Sambuddho. And then Vijja Charana Sampanno. Our Buddha is not only knowing, but also practicing can get completely. Sampanna is complete. Knowing also complete, practicing also complete.
Kamu semua dengan Vijja Charana Sampanno dalam kebaikan Buddha seperti Itipiso Bhagavato Arahang Sama Sambuddho. Vijja Charana Sampanno, Buddha tidak hanya tahu tapi latihan, dapat pengetahuan yang lengkap, tahu juga lengkap, latihan juga lengkap, pengetahuan sempurnanya.
This Vijja and Charana both are very important. Knowing only, not practicing, that means cannot be used. A lot of people, they know, especially learned person, they learn, they know. But themselves they are not practiced, that means is not useful. What the Buddha saying, knowing and practicing must be together. Then only you can get the benefits.
Vijja dan Charana ini keduanya sangat penting. Tahu tapi hanya tahu, tidak berlatih, tidak dapat digunakan. Banyak orang tahu, orang yang belajar tahu, tapi tidak berlatih, tidak berguna. Buddha katakan, tahu dan berlatih harus bersamaan, maka Anda akan mendapat keuntungannya.
When our yogi want to practice this vipassana meditation, we not necessary to know a lot of things. Why? We got faith. If the person know a lot of things, if not practicing, also is not much understanding. Knowing and understanding, they have 3 steps. Knowing is some sort of book knowledge, also we can know. Hearing, like Dharma talk, also we can know. Discuss each other, also we can know. But without practicing, if you don't have experience, when in case we cannot apply what we know to our life because of lack of practicing. One word, practice make perfect. If you only know, if not perfect, the more you know, the more you thinking, or some sort of like that. When you practice, especially in our Vipassana practicing, the more you thinking, the more you confuse, some sort of like that. Because we need to take experience more important.
Ketika yogi melatih meditasi vipassana, kita tak perlu tahu banyak hal. Mengapa? Karena kita punya keyakinan, jika orang tahu banyak hal tanpa berlatih, juga tak banyak mengerti. Tahu dan memahami ada langkah-langkahnya. Mendengarkan Dhamma talk, diskusi Dhamma dengan rekan juga bisa mengetahui. Kita tidak dapat terapkan di kehidupan sehari-hari tanpa latihan. Satu kata, berlatih membuat sempurna. Semakin banyak tahu, makin banyak berpikir, dan makin bingung. Karena kita perlu pengalaman yang penting, kita perlu pengalamannya.
In reality, sites can be used or cannot be used. People not much recognize, because you see a person who know very well by book, people praise, are very knowledgeable, very good in Tipitaka, some sort of like that. But he is knowing only, if not practicing, really engage for himself, get a problem. We can say, for example, a monk, not example, there is a true story. In Burma, talking about Burma is easier. In Burma, one monk is good in learning and very good in Dhamma talk also. His disciple, mother, passed away. He went doing accept the dana and giving Dhamma talk. He say, anicca, that is also, the Buddha also, no choice. That is, everybody have to go this way. You don't need to cry too much. That is nothing. We also have to go because funeral. So he say, please to his disciple. So his disciple say,